Hi, it's Tony at Victor Litz Music Center in Gaithersburg, Maryland. I'm going to do a video today for you on 3 bass guitars. Walking through the front here, there's Mr. Elvis right there himself. But we're almost on the bass wall. Headed back to the bass guitar department. We got some of the new hooks in, then they back ordered a bunch of hooks. We're preaching that we're going to, hold on 1 minute. There is Cross-Eyed Santa. Yes, we have a Santa on display for Christmas 2025. And I sure think he's cross-eyed. I'm not sure. What do you think? So, anyways, we've been saying we're going to redo the bass wall. Here's part of the store, and there's ukuleles and mandolins and banjos and cellos and mariachi instruments, and then here's the bass guitar department. But this is what we're looking for, and what we're expecting to do is to put all the bass guitars flat on this wall so you can see the body shapes to go, oh, look, there's offsets, there's acoustics, there's these, and this is what it was looking like, which is at an angle, and they're kind of jumbled and you can't see them. So with this in mind, we ordered a bunch of hooks and they back ordered some. We've got some coming maybe December 6th to finish the entire wall, top and bottom, because there's a bunch more bases up top there and all the way around. And then we ordered, gosh, and the space right there that's missing 3, they're down here on the ground to do the video on today. But we ordered $10,000 to $14,000 worth of Mark bass amps because we could never get enough speaker cabinets. We've got heads from Hartke. They couldn't supply us with any cabinets, and they're on back order. Then we ordered a good $10,000 worth of Music Man basses, and we ordered a whole bunch of Fender yesterday, but to be honest, I think I ordered more just Telecasters because Tellies are so hot. So anyways, we're now going to show you these 3 bass guitars. I bring you 3 bass guitars a day. Quick down and dirty video. No deep dives, just talk about our inventory and show what we have to offer. If you like the way I do the videos, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all that stuff. But first one here, Squier. It's got to be a classic vibe. It is. 60s classic vibe, Daphne blue, beautiful color, traditional jazz bass, shell guard, traditional real thin bridge. Talk about the bridge because that's pretty traditional. One of these next 2 basses has got a badass bridge on it, and we'll show how that made them change everything that they were doing and everybody thinking about it, from dimension basses and all those others. But classic vibe, tint finish, you know, the lacquer on the neck's got a tint to it. 4-bolt, no contoured body, cutaways or anything like that. Real neat finish, and it's just a Squier classic vibe. And if you know, well, Squier, that's the cheap stuff. Classic Vibe's genuinely great playing instruments and can do it. Yeah, the Squier Affinity, or I forget what they're calling the brand new stuff right now, but Sonic or something. Those are the cheap entry-level things, but everybody starts someplace. So don't hold your nose up at anything else because everyone starts someplace. Here's a classic vibe. Playability and sound and whatnot, construction, just as good as any of the rest. And you got people putting out $1,500 instruments that are from the Chinas and Indonesias, and Squier's doing it. Very, very classic, very spot on tradition, you know, in the under $500 range. Some wonderful colors, and that's it. It's the first one. Second one to show you, Player II, Mexican. Okay. I can't pronounce whatever. Yellow. Look at that price tag. Starts with an H. Something, another hallelujah, yellow. Okay. Made in Mexico. P bass. 1 pickup, 1 volume, 1 tone, the way it should be. Okay. You like that or hate that? Almost looks like a vintage white. Okay. Satin back of the neck, so it's real smooth and comfortable. It's got the skunk stripe down it. Vintage gear. but a gloss headstock, spaghetti logo, maple neck. It is a maple neck and a maple fingerboard. There's definitely a fingerboard on that. Okay, lacquer on the frets, so they're a little bit colored. Big pick guard, and that's it. All right. The next one might surprise you price tag wise. Hey, it's a Squier. This is a made in Japan. First thing I noticed, it's lighter, but that's a made in Japan, 93, 94, now practically a 30-year-old instrument. And they upgraded it to a badass bass bridge. I really don't know if there's anything special under the hood with the pickups, but I imagine there is if somebody went to the trouble to put a badass on a Squier, but it's Japanese. Okay. Black P bass, white pick guard, rosewood fingerboard, big thick board too. So vintage gear, well loved. It's not beat up. It's absolutely used. Made in Japan. Makes all the difference right there to the value and the quality. In that late 90s or anything through early 2000s, the Chinese Squier stuff was cheap. It was not junk, but it was down there on the production scale. It wasn't all that good. Now the Chinese have gotten it together and they're really doing nice stuff. But the Japanese things, they're like custom shop built. We've got $2,000 and $3,000 Yamaha made in Japan bass guitars. We have, from time to time, when Fender comes out with a limited edition Japanese Strat, Tele, bass, whatever it might be, we buy every one we can get. They're all built amazing and they sell and do real well. This one's got some bumps and bruises, like I say, well loved. It's been played. Okay. Kind of a polished satin neck. It's not a high gloss, but it's not a total satin neck. Skunk stripe, 4-bolt. There you have it. Okay. That's what we have to show you today in these instruments and talk to you about Victor Litz Music Center for 10 seconds. Thank you for your attention. And please subscribe, like, share, comment, whatever you'd like to do. We are Victor Litz Music Center in Old Town, Gaithersburg, Maryland. We buy, sell, trade, pay you cash or check for an entire collection. Lessons, rentals, repairs. We're here 7 days a week, so you can come in, go shopping, even on Sunday afternoons when you have nothing to do. We have a huge store. That was previously a Ben Franklin department store. Tons of guitars to look at. But we do guitars, amps, drums, keyboards, pro sound, band instruments, the new and used. And, we get professional level band instruments as well as vintage guitars and vintage, band instruments and amplifiers, whatnot. We've got all that jazz going on. So we appreciate you checking it out. Anything we can do for you here at Victor Litz Music Center, please look us up. Give us a call. We'll answer the phone 7 days a week. If you make it into town in the Washington, D.C. area, we're about 15 minutes out. If you really have a whole day and you want to do it, we have a train station right in front of us that goes right from, I guess it's Grand Central Station, whatever it's called, down in Washington, D.C. But you can take the train straight out, the MARC train, straight to 35 feet from our front door, maybe 50 feet from the front door. So come out and see Victor Litz Music Center. Being here 7 days a week is convenient. And if you've got a collection to sell, that's what we're all about, man. We will buy your collection. We will pay you a lot of money for stuff because that's where it's at for us, is the used gear. And we're an authorized dealer for all these other brands, but the used is where we're making a living, and we really appreciate that. And, some market indicators going, oh, it's going down, but we'll still pay big money for stuff. So anything we can do for you, look up Victor Litz Music Center, call us, contact us, email us, and we're here for you. Thank you for checking it out. Have a great day, and tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Take care. Bye.